This is Engage New York, Module 2, Lesson 20. This is the problem set debrief. So we're going to begin with divide, then check with multiplication. So it's simple. Divide, check. Divide, check. Divide, check. Divide, check. Divide, check. This is the time for you to make sure to check to make sure how you did on those problems. Did you use the correct number? All right, on the back. This is actually a great problem, and this problem I think is actually on the end of the module test. When dividing 82 by 43, Linda estimated the quotient to be 2. Examine Linda's work and explain what she needs to do next. On the right, show how you would solve the problem. So, Linda's estimation of 80 divided by 40 equals 2 was fine. But then when she divided, she realized that 43 times 2 equals 86. She can't take away 86 from 82. It should be one group of 43 instead of two groups of 43. The quotient is 1 with a remainder of 39. So it's 1 with a remainder of 39. So do you see how I explain that? All right, this problem for sure, I believe, I'm almost positive this is on the end of the module test too. All right, a number divided by 43 has a quotient of 3 with 28 as a remainder. Find the number, show your work. So step 1, multiply 43 times 3. So step 2, so 43 times 3 is 129. 129 plus 28 is 157. So we know the number was 157. Here is another problem that I believe is on the end of the unit test. They are going to give you a problem. They're not going to tell you what is inside the dividend or the divisor, but just give you the answer. So you're going to write another division problem that has the quotient of 3 and a remainder of 28. So let me tell you how I went about doing that. So 184 divided by 52 is equal to 3 with a remainder of 28. So if I started thinking about what numbers could I play around with in order to get a quotient of 3 and a remainder of 28. So I tried 52 times 3 is 156. So I just chose a number. You could choose any numbers, right? So something times 3, then you add 28. So any number multiplied by 3 and then add 28 gives you your new dividend. Okay, so any number times 3. So you're going to choose a number for here. 10, 15, 27. I chose 52. 52 times 3 is 156, and then I took 156 and added 184, and guess what? I have my new numbers to go inside of my problem. So here is the tip of the day. Any number times 3. So any number here times 3 is going to give you a number. Now you're going to add 28, the remainder, to that number, and that gives you your new dividend. All right. Mrs. Silverstein sold 91 cupcakes at a food fair. The cupcakes were sold in boxes of a baker's dozen. What do we know about a baker's dozen? A baker's dozen is equal to 13. She sold all of the cupcakes at $15 per box. How much money did she receive? Well, let's see. Let's go 13 divided by 91 is 7. So I have 7 boxes, right? So the cupcakes were sold in boxes of baker's dozen, which is 13. She sold all the cupcakes so we have 7 boxes now. So if 1 unit is equal to $15, but now we need to multiply that by 7. So whatever you do to one side, you do the other side. So 7 units is equal to 15 times 7 is $105. She received $105. All right, now let's take a look at the homework. The homework is the same. Divide, check, divide, check, divide, check. If you're adding the next level and you want to make sure you estimate, that is the skill that we've been working on. Estimate, divide, check. All right, next. A 91 square foot bathroom has the length of 13 feet. What is the width of the bathroom? That just sounds like you could do it real easily. What do you know about area? Area is equal to length times width. Plug in your numbers, see what you need to do. If 91 square feet, that tells me 91 is the total area, right? All right. So while preparing for a morning conference, Principal Corsetti is laying out 8 dozen bagels on square plates. Each plate can hold 14 bagels. So how many plates of bagels will Mr. Corsetti have? So you're dividing up. What do you know about 8 dozen? How many bagels are in 1 dozen? How many more bagels would be needed to fill the final plate of bagels? So that means there's going to be a remainder. And they're laid out in a dozen. Well, each plate can hold 14 bagels. If one is short bagels, how many bagels do you need in order to make that fit? All right, you're going to do great. You will do very well.